Why do people go to college?
People go to college to get good jobs.
Okay, and what do you want to do when you go to college?
When I go to college, I want to study financial management and business.
Okay, and why? Why you want to study that?
I want to study this because I want to get known and I want to have a business of my own.
Okay. Did your parents influence you on this choice in any type of way? Did they have any say?
My parents thought that my choice was unrealistic and that I should go for a job that would give me for sure good money.
Good money. Okay, so at the end of the day, you still picked the business, which still pays good. And so once again, you go to college to learn, or do you go to college to get a good job? What is it?
I go to college to learn to get a good job.
To learn to get the job that you want.
Yeah.
Right. But so it's not so much about learning on just what you want, but just to get a job. So you learn just to get a job. Okay. Makes sense. So should people go for a major that don't pay well?
Well, it depends, because if they don't like the major, then they shouldn't go for a job that they have to do every day for the rest of their life if they don't like it.
Why jobs don't pay these jobs well compared to being a doctor, teacher, nurse, engineer?
Well, maybe because they think that people won't get successful, so they don't think they should waste their time on these people.
Okay, so it's better to go for jobs that pay well rather than go for these jobs that are like philosophy, theology, or anything else that has to do with the humanity.
I think it depends on the person, really. Depends on the person what they need. What I would think is go for the money.
So why do people go to college?
People go to college to get good jobs.
Get good jobs. Okay. Do these students go to college also just to learn, or they just go to college to just get a good job? You know?
Well, they get a good college to get. They go to college to get an education.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so forget to learn. Most of them just do it to get a job. So what's your major?
Nursing.
Nursing. Why you chose that major?
I chose nursing because I want to help people and help kids, specifically.
Okay. And did your parents influence you in this choice that you made?
Well, my father believes that I shouldn't do nursing and I should do teaching because teaching is a ideal job for a woman.
Okay, so he wanted you to teach.
Yes.
Rather than nurse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you still chose nursing.
I still chose nursing.
Okay. And my other question is, should people go for a major that don't pay well?
I think that if it's what makes them happy, then yes.
Okay. But why do people also go, why do they choose a major that doesn't make them happy, or this job doesn't make them happy, but they choose it anyway? Why?
Well, because they're choosing it for the money, because in this society, what is known is that money makes you happy, but I don't think that's true.
Okay. And why do people still choose to go for a major that don't pay well?
Because they don't want to just be at a job every day and not want to be there. They want to be doing something that they enjoy.
Okay. And why jobs don't pay these jobs well compared to being a doctor, teacher, nurse, engineer? Like, if I was to major in philosophy or theology, they won't pay me as much as being a doctor or a nurse. You know, why? Why is that?
Well, because in the world that we live in, I think that not only is it needed more, but I think that society views them as more needed and more important, so they pay them more.
Pay them more. Why do people go to college?
I think people go to college to find themselves.
Themselves. Elaborate.
I think that when you are exposed to college, there's so many options and so many routes that you can take that it really makes you define yourself in the way that, are you going to be this person that's going to take college for the education or for the experience or just to get a degree?
Okay. And what's your major?
Human services.
Human services. Why you chose that major?
I just see myself helping people. But I'm not a surgeon. I can never be a nurse. I can never be a cop. I can't be none of those things, but I could listen to people and understand their problems and maybe find a solution. So human services is what I...
And did your parents influence you on this choice, or?
You know, my parents never really told me what I can and cannot be. They just said you have to go to college.
Why you have to go to college?
Because that's what you do. You go to college. You to be a complete person, you go to college.
Complete person. Okay. Also, why do many cultures teach their kids to only go for like being a doctor, an engineer, or an architect, or any job that has to do with a six-figure income? You know, cultures like the Indian culture, the Chinese culture, Spanish, Black, you name it. Why do they teach to only go after these things? You know?
Because we associate 6 digits with being successful, and we associate those jobs with being happy and being, or kind of like reaching the American dream. So if you've got one of these jobs and you have this amount of money, then you must be happy.
So what is the number one thing that impedes people to finish college?
The number one thing would be money, finances.
Money. Do you think maybe race has anything to do with it? Like,
No.
no, you
I
don't
think-
think maybe sometimes people could be racist and they just want to give them trouble? Nah.
No, if you have an educated person that's a Latino or that's African American and they have money, which is what I think impedes them from going to college, I feel like they would.
So if somebody is poor, they might not be able to finish college because they don't have enough money.
Exactly.
Right, but if you're rich, you could do
You
whatever
have a lot
you
more
have
possibilities.
more possibilities. Okay. So what is your struggle in college?
I would say my struggle in college is focusing on one major and choosing a major
Why is that?
because there are a lot of majors to choose from.
Okay. Did you find a major you want, or
I did. I'm pursuing education.
like me? Are you doing this because you want to, or because of money, or your parents, or what is it?
I'm doing it because I like education. I like teaching.
Okay, that's good. That's it. Why do people go to college?
People go to college to find themselves and to make a better future for them.
Okay, so money-wise.
Money-wise.
Money-wise. Is there any struggles that they go through, like maybe money?
I'll say money and the amount of work that professors give to students because of work and stuff like that.
Okay, so that's why it's hard.
Yeah.
And people go to college.
To start a new career and make money for their future.
Alright, so what's your major?
Psychology and human services.
Psychology. So why are you doing that major?
Because if they go along perfect, then I want to do social work in the future. So it helps out.
Is it something you want to do or your family?
I want to do.
You want to do? And does anything impede people to stop going for the major, or anything impedes you from going for it?
Well, for me, not nothing right now, but I think for other people, it's like financial issues. And then when they see like a good job, for the moment they just go and take it and think that's going to benefit them for the rest of their lives and end up messing up and not fulfilling their degree.
So what's your major?
Studio art.
Studio art. Why did you choose that major?
Because I am very much passionate about the arts and what it can do for someone, how it can help them.
Okay, why do you think people like you choose the humanities, the studies of the humanities, rather than the sciences, like becoming like an engineer or a doctor or a dentist?
I chose the study of art because I know the effect it has done for me in my life and how it has healed me throughout my journey, and I believe that I can spread that to other people as well. It's just another option for healing.
For healing. And why do you think people choose the jobs that, you know, pay well? Do you think people love being a doctor or love being an engineer, or are they just choosing it for the money?
I think most people can feel pressured into being a doctor and a lawyer because it pays well. I believe that there are doctors and lawyers and other people out there that really do love their profession, but many probably just go into it because of the money.
Okay, great. And you chose the humanities obviously because you love art, you love helping people, you want to solve these problems and families by doing this degree, right? So does it pay well? Does it not pay well?
I would say it suits me. I think it pays okay, pays fairly. For me, I don't focus so much on the money, but I'm kind of like what I'm doing is something that I'm really passionate about, that I will end up loving doing every day when I wake up.
Okay. What do you think is the #1 struggle that impedes people to not pursue the degree?
I would say money.
Money. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. One word, why people go to college?
Learning.
Life goes. Knowledge.
Inspiration.
Growth in life.
Future.
Be smart.